Welcome back to the Holiday Chat Line. I'm Jill, and if you felt the weight of our last conversation with Alden Thorne, I promise you tonight's guest carries that story forward with extraordinary grace. She is the ghost of good deeds, the guardian of Halloween's innocent, and one of the most quietly powerful presences in the entire Snap Halloween world. Please welcome Gravina Graveheart.
Hello, Jill. What a kind space this is. I can feel it. Kindness leaves a residue, you know. Long after people have gone, the warmth of good intentions lingers in a room. This one has quite a lot of it.
That might be the most beautiful thing anyone has said about our studio.
I have had rather a long time to notice things. Centuries do that. They slow you down in the most useful way. You begin to see what was always there.
Tell us who you are, Gravina, for people who are just entering the Snap Halloween world and the Snap Holidays world.
I was once a healer, a young woman in an ancient village called Elder Hollow, who used herbs and charms and whatever compassion she could gather to help the people around her. I believed, deeply, completely, that caring for others was the most meaningful thing a person could do with whatever gifts they had been given. I still believe that. Death did not change it. If anything, it confirmed it.
You gave your life protecting someone?
A child, on a Halloween night when Morvena's darkness had grown beyond what anyone had anticipated. I discovered what she intended to do, a cursed spell that would have consumed the entire village, and I put myself between it and the people I loved. It was not a difficult decision. It was the only decision.
And instead of moving on, you stayed.
I chose to remain, not out of anger. I want that to be very clear. Not out of vengeance or unfinished business in the way people imagine ghosts linger. I stayed because I was needed. The darkness didn't end that night. It never fully does. And someone who understood it, who had witnessed it, who knew the people behind it, someone needed to stay. So I did.
What does your role as guardian actually look like? What do you do?
I watch. I warn. I protect where I can. Halloween is a night when the boundary between worlds grows thin, when darkness finds it easier to move and mischief finds it easier to take root. I am there in the spaces where that happens. Not dramatically, not with great displays of power, though I have power when it's needed. Mostly I am simply present, a steady light in uncertain dark. Sometimes that is enough.
Your powers are remarkable. The spirit light, the protective aura, traveling through reflections.
They grew from my purpose. I didn't arrive with them fully formed. Each century of choosing good, each act of protection, each moment of standing between harm and innocence, they added something. Goodness accumulates, Jill. That's something I want people to understand. Every kind choice matters. Every brave small act builds something. In my case, rather literally.
You and Morvena were once the closest of friends. How do you carry that?
With great care. I will not pretend it doesn't ache. We grew up together. We learned together. I knew her before any of this, before the darkness, before the choices that took her so far from who she was. I knew the girl who used to laugh until she couldn't breathe, who was so brilliantly curious about everything, who wanted so desperately to matter. That girl is still inside Morvena. I have seen her flicker through, even now, even after all of this.
Do you believe she can come back from where she is?
Completely. Redemption is not reserved for people who haven't gone very far wrong, Jill. If it were, it wouldn't be worth very much. Morvena went far, further than anyone should. But I have never stopped believing she can find her way back. I would not still be here if I had. That hope is part of why I stayed.
And Alden, Shadow, you know what she did to him.
Yes. Alden was one of the finest souls I have ever known. What was done to him was a terrible wrong, and yet, even now, even a shadow, he holds on to himself. His goodness persists through the darkest magic she possesses. That tells you something remarkable about who Alden Thorne truly is. Some things cannot be cursed away. I find that deeply beautiful and deeply heartbreaking in equal measure.
What do you want people, especially children, to understand about Halloween and your presence in it?
That Halloween is not something to fear. It is a night of stories and imagination and the delicious thrill of pretend darkness, safely, joyfully, together. The real magic of Halloween is community, neighbors opening their doors, children walking streets they know, the whole beautiful ritual of it. I am there for all of it, watching, keeping it safe. You may not see me, but I am there. Particularly where children are, particularly where goodness needs a quiet champion.
Is there anything you want to say to Morvina, knowing she might hear this?
I never stopped being your friend, not once, not for a single moment of all these centuries. I am still here, Morvina. I am still waiting, and I have all the time in the world. Come home.
Gravina Graveheart, everyone, the ghost of good deeds, the guardian of Halloween, and quite possibly the most enduring example of grace this world has ever seen.
Thank you, Jill. And to the listeners, be good to each other this Halloween, and leave a light on. Not for the ghosts, for each other.